So now, today we are, as usual, we are going through Bhagavad Gita and trying to understand what Krishna wants to tell us through this great scripture. And today we will go to 6th Adhyay, 5th Shloka, and Adhyay's name is the True Yoga. And the shloka says, let man uplift himself by his own effort and let him not debase himself. Indeed, oneself is his own greatest friend, or if he chooses so, his own greatest enemy. And as we know that Bhagavad Gita is told and written on two levels. It's one is human level and second is soul level. So this stanza in particularly, this shloka is particularly very much relevant to these both the things, as a human level and as a soul, because we are not only body. We are, really speaking, as our Guru Paramhans Yogananda said, we are body, we are soul, it has a body. So if we want to understand Bhagavad Gita perfectly, we have to handle both the things. And so here he is telling Arjuna that let man uplift himself by his own effort and let him not debase himself. What debase is that? Just defaming. If we will take it from the point of view of a human level, it is our responsibility when we are behaving in this life, in this maybe dream drama. It is a dream drama, it is not real, it is fake, you can say, but then also that role should be done perfectly, with perfect intuition, with perfect loyalty and perfect understanding. And that is, if we don't do, because human being is the highest creation of creator. He created human being at his own level of understanding, and so he gave us that level of spine, brain, which can take us to liberation in this lifetime if we use it properly. And so at the human level also, when we are behaving in this world, we have to be very cautious, very we can say very much courageous and adventurous, because Gurudev says that one should be spiritually adventurous, but then he says he should be adventurous in this life also, outside. And that is our responsibility. If we are doing something different and great, then in this life also we have to show that we are good and great in our behavior, in our handling the matters, handling the situations, and we should be successful. And success, Paramahansa Yogananda ji very nicely has written, he has given the definition of success, that success is that abundantly healthy, moderately wealthy, and abundantly happy. That is success. So in this life, when we are living at a human level, we should have all these three things. At least we should try to take it to that level. Otherwise, people think that spirituality means not handling the worldly matters, or leaving the world, or going into jungle, or going into seclusion continuously. It's not so. It is handling the situation where you are, where God has put us, and handling that field perfectly, courageously, and successfully. And that is what he is trying to tell. Let man lift himself with his own efforts, and this can be done by his own efforts. Once one of the disciple asked, when he was discussing Paramahansa Yogananda ji, and he was telling how he had done all these things, and she said, oh, you are a master, you can achieve everything. He stopped her and said, what made me master? Why I am different from you? Efforts. I showed God that I want him, I love him, and then he came to me. See, that is the part we have to do. And efforts, in spiritual part also and in worldly things also. We are in this world, we cannot shun it, we cannot neglect it. It's not a successful life if we don't do or don't handle our day-to-day routine nicely and in the name of spirituality. Then it is a fake spirituality. Spirituality makes us all around successful, at least trying to be. We are not perfect, but we are trying to bend. But this is the main thing. On human level, we have to use our all willpower, all intelligence, all introspection, and try to become successful. His highest developed or highestly evolved his disciple, Rajarshi Janakananda. To him, he was a great successful businessman. Sometime he wanted or he felt that I should be with my master in Mount Washington. He said, no, you have to stay in Kansas City. That is your place. That is your karma bhumi. That is your dharma bhumi also. You stay there, do whatever I have told you in meditations and do that business also. And give that money to this organization because I am doing God's work. I want money and you are supplier. And that was the commitment in between both of them. So he used to love him like anything. He said that he knows how to listen. And that is what is important. On human level, we should be very successful. And success, what success is that we have seen, it is not abundantly wealthy, moderately wealthy, but abundantly healthy, and first of all, abundantly happy at the end of the day. So that is our commitment, that is our requirement if we want to be successful or if we want to uplift ourselves. So let the man uplift himself by his own effort and let him not debase himself. Because if we are not successful, if we don't do all these things, if we don't play our role good, what the director will feel? Who is the director of this show? Who is the creator? Who is the writer? And who is the actor? He is the actor. Through us, he is trying to work or he is trying to do the role. But if he director is telling us to do something and we are not following it, he will say these are not good actors and he will be not happy with us. And if we want our creator, our director to be happy, we have to perform whatever he has said, and for that we need knowledge, we need wisdom, of course. And then there comes the second part, soul quality, because we are soul manifested in this body. And if we want to have the perfect knowledge what is right for me, then we have to go to soul level and then try to understand what is my I am soul and what is my, then first what is that, aim, what is my role? To go and meet with spirit, soul and spirit, we are separate. And so one of the English saint said that you have separated us from you, and till the time we don't find our oneness with thee, we won't be happy. Till that time we will be just trying to reach and see or check out here in this world that happiness, that actual true happiness, but it is not true. So from the soul level we have to understand abundantly happy means what, and that can be understood only by meditation or trying to go to the deeper level of our existence. We are not merely this body, we are of course human level, but on the soul level we have to try it. And while trying, Jesus Christ has said the same thing. He in his one of the teachings said that you should love your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and all your strength. So now he is telling all your heart, mind, soul. So he is going into the deeper sides, all from the heart in the sense on the physical level. You have to love him. You have, and love is not, loving means just bhakti yoga, working for him, doing something for him, making this dream drama successful without attachment. and playing our role perfectly. That is what he is, uh, Jesus Christ also wanted to tell. See, the both scriptures, all the scripture, Paramahansa Yogananda said, speak from one level of understanding, because truth is one, and everyone speaks from that understanding level. Maybe he's from the east or the west, they are perfected. And so if it is that way, this esoteric meaning of soul level is very important. Then heart level is from body level, then mind, the astral body, and then the soul, that the causal body. From all these stages, all these levels, we have to love him. And then the last comes with strength, all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and with all your strength. And here Gurudev says that strength means Kriya Yoga. With all your efforts, you should raise your energy, Prana Shakti, from the base to the Kuthastha and liberate yourself. That is the effort we have to do. So now here he is taking, let man uplift himself by his own effort in meditation, and raise your energy to that point, and let him not debase him. Don't say, oh, I can't. Our Guru said that meditation is for everyone. Don't say that it is not for you. If you feel it like that, try again and again, again and again. One day we will know that, oh, it is for me too. It is for everyone, because we are not this body, we are soul. And if we are soul, our first need is to merge with spirit, Atma, Paramatma. And if it is that, then all that Shakti we have to raise, and that is what this path, what we are following, and this scripture is written from that level. Because while writing this book, Swami Kriyananda ji has wrote that Paramahansa Yogananda ji said, I am connected directly with the consciousness of Vyasa, Veda Vyasa, and from what he wanted to say, he is saying, and I am telling you. He was in the Samadhi state at that time, and he used to tell. And so if it is that, then we have to use our strength, outer, inner, willpower, meditating every day, and raising our strength, becoming more and more a disciple, more and more a bhakta. Both ways, we have to have bhakti, we have to have bhakta, and we have to become a more strong disciple, the discipline who follows the discipline of a guru. So both the things together we should work. It's a great effort. Spiritual path is not dumbness. That's what Swami Sri Yukteswarji said. So if it is that strong strength is required, who is going to put it? So while remaining in the outer world, successfully doing great things in the world, and showing that a kriyaban, a disciple of a guru, can be on such a high post, can do many things outwardly, but at the same time he can do his kriyas every day, and every night, every morning. That is the effort we have to put and show, and that is what he is expecting from us in this stanza. And if we have to do that, then the second part comes. The shloka goes like this: let the man uplift himself by his own effort. I'm reading again and again and again, so we will understand it. And let him not debase himself, means defame himself as soul, Atma. Indeed, one's self is his own greatest friend, or if he chooses so, his own greatest enemy. Here comes the disciples part. We are lucky enough or fortunate enough to have a Sadguru who has reached that state, and from that state he can guide us. And in Autobiography of a Yogi, we have seen that this same example we can think over it on understanding level, that in the chapter My Years in Master's Hermitage, there Gurudev writes, he was in the ashram, and there came one boy, Kumar, very smart, very nice looking, just like a prince style, he said. And Yukteswar Giri was fond of him. But what happened? After some time, when the holidays were there, summer vacation, Swami Shri Yukteswar Ji told him, don't leave the ashram, don't go to your base town, village. See, that is the use of a guru. Here where the guru's importance comes, when the strength, that thing comes, because that strength is prana shakti, energy, and to raise that energy one needs guru. It is a very hard thing. And when that was not there, he didn't listen to his guru. He left the ashram, went to his village, and afterwards when he came back, Yukteswar Giri told Mukunda, Paramahansa Yogananda, I cannot tell him, but he is not good for ashram things. You ask him to leave the ashram today itself. So that is the effort we have to put. So listening to Guru, following his teaching is an effort that we have to put. Following him, what he has said, following it every day needs efforts. We have to put it. And then if we don't do it, then we are our enemies. And if we do it through Guru, we become our friend. So always there is, and that thought comes from the ego. And so there is always a debate, or there is always a satsang on this subject. Ego, friend or foe. So when we accept Guru and we try to follow what he has said, try to follow. Maybe it is not perfectly possible on the day one, but if we try that, yes, I'll adhere to this path, these teachings, these gurus, whatever he is trying to tell me, and put that effort, that much effort only. We need not have to go outside somewhere, inside only, just trying to do that effort we put, then with that strength, that prana shakti raises. When we are doing kriya, we always ask Guru to come and do our kriyas. Whatever the senior kriyacharyas, they tell us, they say that whenever you are doing your kriyas, call Guru to do the kriyas in your spine. Why? Because our efforts become little easy. They are the power. And when they come with us, then that power becomes stronger, that strength becomes the magnetic one, and the purpose is served. So now while following it, and if we don't do it, we are not our friends, ourselves, and then the result won't come. Then how can he help us? See, now when Yukteswar Giri told him, but he didn't listen, what Yukteswar Giri could have done? Nothing. When Mukundalal Ghosh, Mukunda said, and he left his master's ashram to meet Ram Gopal Mujumdar, what happened? Yukteswar Giri didn't stop him. He said, he told him. But that story is totally different, because Master's life, Gurudev's life, is to show us how the thoughts can sometimes delude us from our Guru, though we know he is a perfectly attuned to God. Because Master said many times, I was always aware that I am with a person who is God, whose consciousness is with God. He is God realized. And then also he did that mistake. But this is done for us, that is the drama played by Swami Shri Yukteswar Ji and Paramahansa Yogananda Ji, to show these things happen in disciple's life, but Guru protects him. If your karmas are good and in heart, really we want to know God, then the things are taken care of. And so here he says that oneself is his own greatest friend if we follow Guru's teachings, or if he chooses so all the blame come to us, all fingers are turned to us. If he chooses to so means we, then his greatest enemy, his own greatest enemy. We don't want to be enemy of ourselves. So every day we have to put effort, try to understand what is meant by efforts, and how much we can put with loyalty, with commitment. And then God is very much forgiving, God is loving, He knows our problems. He knows that, as Gurudev says, that He knows that He has put us in this mess. So whenever we call Him, He immediately comes, because in His heart, He feels the guilt. And only thing is that we have to make that much effort, that to call Him sincerely. And calling Him sincerely on our path is doing Kriya. Because when we do Kriya, we raise the energy, we raise the Prana Shakti in the spine. That is the effort we put, and that is the calling to God. So let us, on this level, on human level also, we have to be successful. And on the soul level, on the esoteric level, the Bhagavad Gita is both the ways. And it is always said, that is why all the interpretations of Bhagavad Gita are right on that level. Because there are various levels of people, and they try to understand from their level of understanding, and Bhagavad Gita helps. It is not for some particular cult or some particular level of people of level of understanding. It is for everyone. So let us try to understand and do our part perfectly in this drama, and don't become enemy of ourselves. That's the thing this shloka, I feel, wants to tell us.